Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 136 of my journey through Settlers of Kalguur League. Last time I did a bunch of destructive play, got some awakened gems, killed some mavens, and today I'm going to go after incursions. I want to farm a specific string of servitude belt from the temples. I currently have quite a few temples, so I can start by just running those. Though with this Flicker Strike build, I don't get to take all of the crazy shrine buffs from the idols into the temple. So pretty much with this character, anything that's not mapping is going to feel way worse because you can't juice the shrines to the extent you can in maps, which makes everything crazy. I still have the Headhunter, which makes things crazy, but hopefully I can get my String of Servitude out of there. But of course, log into the game and a pirate attack one of my boats. 56k gold to get things started, not bad. A time rune. I have 7 of these that have double corrupts, 3 gem double corrupts, and 4 that have nothing. We'll start with those. So I can still get shrines. I still flicker all over the place through stuff. This one had Toxic Grove in it, so there's a bunch of small rare enemies to pop out of these pods all over the place. So that'll make this one a little nicer for me. Yeah, I already got Soul Eater. Oh, I got 43 Headhunter buffs. Yeah, that's a way to start. Okay, well, let's just blast then. Oh yeah, the minimap can show me where they are. I can see the rares. Oh, that's so good. I love that. Well, normally you would get no shrines in here, and having occasional, it's like, here's an impenetrable, here's an echoing shrine. Oh, really cool. Looking at all the ascendancies before the event, I never would have imagined this one was so crazy. I was kind of thinking, oh, you get some shrines. Sure. A lot of people are looking at this one thinking about wanders with the Sacred Wisp stuff. All right, and then how's this gonna go? Okay, 2 hits. Round number 2. Okay, Red Jewel. No String of Servitude in this one. Oh, this is only monster level 71. Maybe that's why it was so easy. That could explain it. I just now realized that. Okay. You hit all 3 breaches in the room at once. And, press down right click and clear half the room. It's so nuts. So satisfying. Hey, there's a Divine Shrine. Cool. The next one also has a Toxic Grove and another Breach Room. The uniques I picked up for dust are not going to be worth anything. And I got a Gale Sight. So I think the play is to probably take the massive stack of Headhunter buffs into the boss, even in the T16 one. Make sure this goes as smoothly as possible. Alright, real test this time. Just as easy, but he hurts. Round 2. Dead. String of Servitude. Crit multi during any flask effect. So the String of Servitude gets a corruption implicit and triples it. So I'm looking for the 15 to 20% Grace Aura effect that gets tripled to 45 to 60. Alright, hit 1. Oh, okay. I gotta fight through stuff to get to the next one. Go. Okay, there's 2. And can I get this one? Maybe. Yeah, I got them all. Unnecessary, and I'm probably losing out on potential rewards, but like I'm gonna get amazing stuff out of these anyways. Just maximize the XP, minimize the time. The next batch of Grace is up to level 19. I got a Divine off that pirate boat. Ooh, 86 gear stuff out of here. How did I do that? Monsters drop items +1 level higher. This will tell me on here. Temple Nexus tier 3. Okay, that's huge. Hopefully I can get some more Syndicate garbs. I actually think I'm gonna not pick up the Royal Plates. I'll get the Necrotics, the Twilights, and the Syndicate garbs. Those are the only ones I feel like I'm gonna mess around with in the remainder of this league. Being underneath this thing is so scary. Oh my god. Ah, Sacrificial Heart. Here's a pair of the Trap Gloves. Intimidating Cry level 21. From an Incubator. There's a Syndicate's Garb. Having the Toxic Grove and all the extra rare enemies in here is really making it possible to get those chests. Twilight Regalia. Another Necrotic Armor. I've found more Necrotic Armors doing this than I did in like 30-something T17 maps, high level 86 necrotic armors, that is. Gotta look around for all these toxic pods though, because running over those is where the rare enemies are hiding that can drop the 86 stuff. So it requires Toxic Grove 3 and the Temple Nexus. Died in Dawn. Another pirate. I just started this temple too. I'll go ahead and do it. And I lost a crew. Got another pair of gloves. Nice. 61k gold. This one's only +1. I'm thinking about double corrupting the ones I have. Maybe I can divine this one to 3 as well, but divines, they're precious resource. No, I died. Alright, now this is a little rougher all of a sudden. Wait for a shrine. Wait for him to stop spinning fire. Okay, it's not going to give me a shrine until I move. Ah. Dive in and then out. Okay, another red jewel. Apex. Impulsas? Those would go much faster if I didn't full clear them. I really shouldn't full clear them. If I need XP, I'd set up a thing to do XP and do XP. So I probably should not be full clearing them. So now I got double corrupt ones. This one has an Atziri in it. I don't know if I should do that. Do another Toxic Grove and to double corrupt, take these gloves, quality up, 4 sockets. I want Omen of Blanching. That is only 1. Can I just try it again? Nope, still only 1. Come on, give me 3. Perfect. 4 link it and corrupt this. Level 95. Ambition and String of Servitude. Movement speed during any flask effect. Alright, double corrupt. Admiral's Arrogance. Another white socket. Okay. With the level, I really wanted to get Frenzy Charge when you hit a unique enemy. So with these gloves, were I to work them into the build, I would have to put on one of these untouched souls, which would give, with 4 white sockets, 72 all Elirez, and then I wouldn't put any gems in here. I'd move it to the helmet, and then I'd get 30% life as well by having gloves that don't have any sockets in it, per the Oath of the Magi. I don't want to corrupt the other one. I don't want to use divines on it until I can at least get a GG chest. Well, the one I have is pretty solid. If I made a switch to the untouched soul, I would not be able to have the minus mana cost here on the amulet. The amount of damage increase I can get from this Admiral's Arrogance has me really considering it. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to cover the resistances through other white sockets on the chest, get some more life by trying to get reds there as well, but that would be a nightmare, probably. Gears are turning. Do I have anything else to double corrupt? I mean, Valkyries is always a decent double corrupt. Ephemeral Edge. This isn't getting divined up. I can quality it though. Give it the sockets. Temple Nexus, Toxic Grove. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to full clear. Temple Nexus, Toxic Grove is the things. So I fish for more chests out of this one. Cool. Yeah. Item level 86 things dropping. Okie dokie. This really is a GG strat to get 86 bases. So much better than trying to get rare enemies to drop you 86 chests from a T17 map. Nah. There's a Syndicate's Garb. Before I even get in the temple, where's the double corrupt? Up to the right. Boats are back again. Double corrupt, Ephemeral Edge. It bricked. That is something I've kind of tried to not do, honestly, this league, because it's so popular and everybody's doing it. I really enjoy doing things in unique ways. So when you get under this, it's a ramping debuff. So the longer you're under there, the more damage over time you take. So you kind of, if you're gonna flicker strike, you have to hit and run. This is the only way. Well, I got a life flask use back. Come on. Fire bars, go away. No! Gotta heal from the fire. Oof. Man. I portaled out too to refresh flasks. That means I lose all of my ramping buffs. I could just wait for a better shrine to dive in with, or a big replenishing or something. Echoing, maybe that. There it is. And a blue jewel. Only got one syndicate garb, one necrotic. Lost another crew. These low-level crew guys are just dropping like flies. There's an exalt. I am getting decent gold out of the temples as well, so I don't feel like I'm missing out like I do when I run heist by doing the temples. Running a bunch of heists, you just hemorrhage gold because you're not replenishing it, but then you come out of there after running however many heist contracts, and you're just like, oh, I somehow acquired 400 chaos orbs, because that's how that goes. I'll eventually have to go into heist to get tempering orbs once I have a body armor I like to raise the defense on it. I do have another temple nexus with Toxic Grove. This one's got a Doriani's Institute in it, something I've been needing to do for quite a while. The only exceptional gem I've gotten in this event, the Enlighten. We'll double corrupt that. Another Apex Flask this time. Oh, this is a monster level 75 temple. Okay, that explains why I'm not seeing any bases. It's a pretty important detail. Making these, I was farming yellow maps while leveling the SRS build. And the Enlighten stays level 3. So then I can dip from here. Double corrupt, another ephemeral edge. What about this time? Poof. Wealth of the Vol should hit that room up. 4 chaos and 15 chisels from this room. It's really good. There's a glittering halls. That one's nice to check too. Getting the glittering halls is really nice as well because that gives extra quant and rarity in the temple. Getting the Atlas of Worlds, the T3 map room, makes all of the architects drop some kind of map related currency. Chisels, horizons, unmakings. Unmakings are worth nothing in this idle event, but occasionally chisels. The T3 Tormented Spirit one will make all the architects tormented as well. Ooh, chisels from the map chest thing. Another chisel from an architect. String of Servitude, Anger or Effect, Min-rolled. More monster life in this one, and minus max. With boss life too. Alright, I'm gonna need to be ramped going into this boss. Double Corrupt, Vol Caress, White Sockets, 16 Headhunter buffs. Go. Oh, it's so tanky. Get me out. Oh, God. Only so much I can do. I don't know if I'm gonna kill that. That's okay. I know what to do in these scenarios. SRS. Easy. Flask. We lost someone overboard. I'd lose another crew. That was my rank 3 guy. Ooh, a Shade of Solaris. Well, I can't convert that on this. But that also means... Where's the shield? Light of Lunaris. And fusing. I make the staff. So I have a Dusk Dawn. That's cool. Not an easy thing to get in SSF. Belt of the Deceiver turns into the Druggery. I've got 2 that have it Zeres in them. Need another thing to corrupt. I think I'll try and double corrupt the Flicker Strike. Let's double corrupt the Fizz Damage Light of Meaning. Take off Flicker Strike. What we got? 2120 Vol Flicker Strike. There's a Vol Flicker Strike? What does that even do? Repeatedly teleports to enemies and hits them, inflicting a wound but dealing no damage. After the repeating finishes, each enemy hit by the total damage of their wounds which are removed. Attack repeats 25 times. Increase attack speed per frenzy charge. 40% chance to gain frenzy charge on hit. Another pirate. Okay, I got a divine shrine. I'm gonna hit the Vol skill. Whoa. That was spooky. Grace Aura Effect. Alright, we're done with incursions. I got a thing. I gotta see. Well, we'll look at the hideout without all the buffs up. And the jewel stayed. Vol Flicker Strike, eh? Let me deal with the pirate before that gets too far out of hand. I'm sure I could do this fight with the other builds because this fight's pretty easy. Even if you have no damage. Which I have plenty of damage on the build, but this just speeds it up. Just makes it very quick, very easy. Try and keep the boats on sync if possible. Not a great gold count this time. 32,000 something. It's crazy how much it can vary. So I'm currently sitting at 96,000. I put this on, I go to 110. Damage goes 45.9 to 50.7. So over 10% damage from that. And it's only a 17 roll, so it's not perfect. But for a scenario, right, where it's like, I want to go fight a boss, this is helpful, whereas the Headhunter might not be. But that's also, like, scaling with everything else. I get up to 164 with the flasks up, without any shrines or anything. I might be better off doing something other than Flicker Strike, but let's test it out. Go. Tincture. 10% shock, 16. Ooh, there's an orb thing there. No real way to control that. 15% shock. I'm trying to gauge what I should put in POB here, but sometimes, yeah, it copied the brittle ground there. Got a speed shrine all of a sudden. So, like, things can just change real quick for this. Get it. Get out of there. Cool. I do have the spell suppression. There's a 19 shock. I think 15's probably safe. Like, without buffs, a 15% shock. Like, I feel like I could reliably get that up. I do have to actually move to get the brittle. I don't think it is going to just apply. Well, that's not bad. I bet if I went in there with a double strike, just like straight up swap in double strike, I'd probably do a little better there. These boots are decent dust too, I think, though. 23k. And it's really nice that I don't have to go farming incursions and maps. So now I gotta figure out what exactly to do next. I need to try and get the other gear going. And if I put on these gloves, not those gloves, these gloves, effectiveness of added damage currently says 426. That goes to 483. An increase of 60. It's like 15% more damage, roughly. So let's get magic items. This is still set up for the body armors. It is. Cool. Put that in here. I mean, I only have 2 of them, and I really need the percent, because I have the other 2 already. There's a percent. Okay. I might need spell suppression, though, somewhere. There's a flat evasion. Well, let's see what happens with the one. Combine the percent and flat. See if it keeps them. 2 go in, and it went rare. It kept the flat, lost the percent. Okay, so I still have a flat. It could be used. There's a percent. It took 8 alts. So slap that in here with this one. There's still only 2 prefixes. I gotta get the prefixes together, which I did not. It kept the percent this time, though. So let me try and put that with the hybrid. Oh, kept them both. Okay, so I got those 2 together. Only 1 suffix. Perfect. Then, if these 2 can go together, I'll have another attempt. Whoa. Not that one. This one. So if it goes rare, it went. It did not. I lost the hybrid. That's 85, 85, 88. Aha! So now I need a hybrid. I'm wondering, though, like, I need 86 only for the big percent, the T1%. I think the other 2, the flat and the T1 hybrid, can roll at 84. Do I need an 86 base for the flat and hybrid to, like, get the T1% applied to it with the synthesizer, recombinator, whatever? And there is a hybrid. Okay. Again, if it goes rare, it wins. It did not. It kept the T1 flat again. So how do I research this? This recombinator guide seems to only really be about the mods. Ah, here it is. Item mods can move onto items with lower item level than they exist on. For example, T1 Chaos Res minimum eye level 82 can be recombined onto an item, the final eye level lower than 82. Okay, so looking here, the T1 hybrid requires level 78, so really 84 for the base that I'm using. The T1 flat requires level 77, so I only need the 86 base for the percent evasion T1. Okay then, that is very helpful, because then I can use these chests. So this chest can't hit the T1%. There it is. Cool. Come on. Go rare. It did not. Again, lost the hummingbirds. There's another T1 flat. It's really low rolled though. And these are fairly easy to hit. T1 flat again. another T1 flat, switch bases. This one roll a T1%. So I hold the T1% and I go farm more bases. Okay, the quickest way to get a chest is probably go to the Eater altars. I'll take this idol, chance for additional shrine duration. So not super juicing shrines here. Got a bunch of strand maps rolled. I got a bunch of chisels. We'll quality them all up to go into the loot filter. And then copy Syndicate's Garb to the 84 plus. And see if I can find some. Go Eater and still craft Domination. And let's go. Eldrick and Nulmid Orb. That's huge. That might come in very handy. Fortress map. Oh, I am so happy I don't have to farm incursions. I got pretty lucky getting the belt. That's a Syndicate's Garb. First map. Ooh, 498 on the evasion. Hold that one. Reroll the 424. Actually, wait a second. This is evasion plus the hybrid. I got evasion plus the flat. Yeah, go on, go. Went rare, got them both. Okay, so now I need a divine. There's a divine. Oh, baby. So then, wrap 3 additional mods on both of them. There goes the divines. Chance to avoid ignite, and a prefix. Pretty sure the life and mana works. Chosen of the order. Yep. Then different ones. Armor gain during soul gain prevention. Evasion, regen while focus. Okay. Oh, need more gold. I have plenty. All right, let's go. What do we got? Nope. Nope. Big whiff. Big whiff. Okay. This is the level 88 base, though. All right. Big whiff. So on this base, I can get the percent again. And then I'll need other bases to, like, go with it. Okay. So now, again, I also need divines. Reduce defenses per frenzy charge. That's a big no-no. That kind of breaks the whole build here if I were to do that. But I do want quant if I can get it. That will help me find divines. Ideally, I can't really send it to the next level without the chest, because the chest I will need to get the white sockets on for the untouched soul, so then I can work the other pieces into getting my resistances capped and get that evasion, which I should only need chaos res on stuff. And then maybe a little bit of spell suppression somewhere. Nameless Seer. What do we got? Another Maloney's. You know, I should probably have the Maloney's on. Trade Embargo. I don't think I have one of these yet. A Block Expedition. I'm taking the idol. And would I scry from Strand? Fracturing Orb thing is the only thing there. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to run safe houses on this build. Ah, I did have some of those. Oh well. I got another one. And then while I'm still thinking about it, get that Maloney's. Put that on. And green, red, red, I guess. It won't let me roll the sockets in here? Oh, okay. I'll just chrome it. Not like I'm short on... Well, took one. I've got overflowed chromes sitting in my essence tab. And if I'm running safe houses with this build, there might come a day where I might have to go pure degen mode grind on that other character. And I still have gems that are not 20 quality, like the multi-strike, more Herald of Ice AoE. Every single one of these Eater maps is gonna have June in it, so be more tedious than I want to swap the character. And I really like getting all these headhunter buffs and just deleting these guys. 85 murder side jewel. Those are things I need, or at a time. Minus crit multi per power charge. Ooh, I actually do get power charges, don't I? Yeah. Hopefully it'll be okay. Ah, Mastermind. A ideal place to swap in the other belts. Haha. Oh yeah, there's something else I thought of here. Rings. I want to pick up unset rings. With an unset ring, I can get +3 levels to Socketed Gem. Oh, I need the frenzy charges. Come on. Finally. Cool. Go. And now I'm gonna end up blinking around. There's much bigger hits, it seems, when the inverted resistance happen there. I feel like there's a lot of people that just like wouldn't be able to handle a build like this. Just like blinks around like crazy madman all on its own. I did nothing but hold right click right there, and it just does that on its own. It's probably a little bit too much for a lot of people, but I'm very much enjoying this. It gets the job done very, very efficiently. Hit the ball skill. Oof. Maybe I should have waited for the others to pop out, because it would have blinked to them as well. And if I were playing in Trade League, I'd probably have this build finished by this point. I hit the flicker. Did it? No. I wanted the ball flicker. It does that. And then everything dies. I would be buying up river runes, and I'd have the chest all crafted already. There's so much less satisfaction in that to me, though. In that scenario, I don't get to play the game as much. I sit in my hideout and I sell things. And I like killing the monsters. If I was in trade, I'd also have a Sublime Vision that drops off of Uber Elder that can give me +1 Frenzy Charge while I'm using Grace. There's a lot of things you can do. Get a Watcher's Eye that... Oh, there's an Alluring Bounty. A Watcher's Eye that gives me spell suppression while affected by Grace. That'd be nice. 207 life Tenebrous Ring. Okay. I need to hammer down this list of div cards I'm seeing. Don't need the Fool. Don't need Reign of Chaos. I'll add to that list. Oh my god. Awesome. And now I got a Breach, and the breaches go off as well. I get the Acceleration Shrine. Things just go nuts. But there's also an Abyss here. It's very satisfying, this build. And it's also so easy to physically play. Like, hold down one right click, still holding it, just clear through the map, right? One button build. Additional Frenzy Charge if I were to work in Darkrai vectors as well. That's increased evasion per Frenzy Charge as well. It's probably kind of ideal for this. Evolve Flicker. Oh, I didn't get him. Aw. Oh, I lost another crew member. Seems like every time. My last 6 that I got. Where am I at on the big shipment? Easily have enough there. If I just sent everything I had, we're at 46 million. I might not wait for 25 million dust. That's taking too many days. Augmented Distant Memory. Pulled 39 fusings from that map. A good one. Doing this, it's feeling like I might be able to sustain uniques enough to keep dust going from that, which that's a good thing. All right, wait on the ball skill. Now press it. And oh, yeah, you think Flicker Strike's bad? The ball Flicker Strike. Oh my god. The Unexpected Prize, Attribute Transforming Jewel. Yeah, last one was a banger. That's no big surprise. Efficient Training. Let's see, no traces. 1/9 of 30 scourings. That's better than picking up a scouring. And I am still showing scourings on the filter, so I shouldn't remove that unless I'm removing scourings from the filter, which I probably could. I think I have like 800. The Innocent, that's 4 regrets. That one's fine. A max roll prismatic tincture on the ground. Hey, I'll take that. Item level 84. I need 85 to get more Ellie Pin. Okay, so there's not much good in trying to craft this. Not too terribly worried about bitter rituals with this build, which is pretty cool. A pirate, the heroic shot, that one can go. Perfect slashing horror, affected by owner's rage, owner gains 5% fizzes extra fire. Interesting. Offering the goddess. I'm gonna fight this pirate with this build. Put on the new belt. This should be fine.
After you.
Definitely slower. I guess that would be an attack. Turn on my tincture.
Let's crush you.
Okay, we'll still dodge it just for safety. If I do get hit by it, I think it kills me. And I have to rebuild up the frenzy charges after each phase, looks like. And then who knows what I'm going to be capable of given the shrine at any given moment. I'm pretty sure I'm getting the frenzy charges up. I get the rage built up. That helps a lot as well. And final round. Ball Flicker Strike. Okay, there's a nice big chunk. That's so weird. Got him. I got another pair of gloves. Let's go. About 40k gold there. Yep. 40.8. This is another +3. Min-roll on the attack speed, but that's okay. 17% on the rage. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm loading into a map. It's like throttling my CPU. Loading the stuff in. The skeleton. 1/6 of a 23 quality gym. 20 quality ball gym. I could probably do without those. I'll take the 20 quality ball gym. I'm not that desperate for GCPs anymore. Gym Cutter's Promise. I like that card. Omen of Blanching. I could use another one of those. PoE is throttling my CPU on the zone transitions. Pulled up the task manager. It like hit 100% CPU usage just to load the Rogue Harbor. I don't understand why that would be the case. So loading into the map, yeah, it just like goes crazy. And it's taking longer to like stop because it takes a long time to like load the assets at the beginning of the map. The Bones, level 21 Vol Summon Skeletons. There's a div card I don't need to see. The Graces have reached level 20. No, I lost a good boat guy. That was a 9. Rip. Oh yeah, Delirium. I haven't seen one of these in a minute. This is where things start to be like invisible and don't want to work, and it's a mess. It's not just this build that this has been happening to me on. I don't understand if it's an issue on my end or it's a PoE issue. I can completely understand why this crazy nonsense that I'm doing would cause increased CPU usage. That doesn't surprise me at all. But what I don't understand is why when I leave this map, if I try to go to King's March, it'll take like 4 seconds to load, and like my PC CPU usage will be at 100% when that isn't happening doing this crazy nonsense. So I'm confused. Screaming Invitation. Now I'm gonna go to King's March. I'm waiting. CPU goes crazy. It is like, what happened in the last like 2 days that is making that a thing? Level 96. I think I might have an idea. Since this league has been out for so long, we haven't had a cache cleanup or PoE 1 in 9 months. I'm gonna like delete my content ggpk whatever and like reinstall the game and see if that fixes it. And given that I've played so many builds this league, I can certainly see how it's just like bloated with stuff, and it would explain why the issue keeps getting worse with the, like each new build that I've played. That might be it. Now, what to do with this level? Increased effect of non-damaging ailments you inflict with critical strikes isn't bad. Evasion life isn't bad. Tincture effect, I think, is a good grab. I'll do that. I don't think I need a 2 implicit corrupted face breaker. 3/4 of a metamorph item. I already have one of those. I think I'm on a I want 5 prejudice. And then re-roll this. Anything else? No. The Wrath. Wow, this file is 47 gigabytes. Is that how big the game is? It might take a while to reinstall this. Yeah, it is 44 gigabytes. Dang. Alright, game reinstalled. We'll see if it made a difference. I got an Exalt. I imagine things will be a little bit rocky at first as things load in for the first time. Here, out of Gravicius's chest, I get a level 21-23 Transfigured Gem. Ooh, what do we got? Contagion of Transference. Okay, sure. Right, I went to King's March, ran a hideout, ran a map, load King's March back up. Is it gonna take 4 seconds? Yeah, it still is not loading quickly. I don't know. Well, at least OBS isn't shouting at me that it's having encoding issues every time PoE loads something, so maybe it did some amount of good. If it wasn't for the OBS message that popped up every couple minutes that I went into a new zone, I probably wouldn't have even investigated it at all. Whoa, they were like that! Like, what is that? So those things are still happening. Switching maps now, going into Lighthouse. Because why not? I don't think it matters what map I'm doing with this. It's gonna be crazy. Whoa. But yeah, that's something I would expect. There is a bit of a CPU blip. That makes sense. Boats have returned. Yeah, for real. Does that happen to everybody? That's the only reason I've elaborated on it in this episode, in case it's something just I'm experiencing. Interesting. Is there a passive called Vengeance? Where is that? Right here. 1 rage on melee hit. There is. Cool. That would save me a passive point, and I get more tincture effect. Cool. Omen of Connections. Awesome. Augmented distant that's so expensive. Really? Sure, I'll defer it, but dang. Exalted Orb. The Fortunate. I mean, that's part of a divine. That's not a bad thing to have. I think this safe house might get Gravicius thrown out of here. I mean, there'll be a decent chance of getting him back. I'll just do it. Yeah, he did get kicked out. What do we get? A Ruthless coil. Okay. I am digging that Gravicius chest. The Inventor. 1/6 of 10 Vol Orbs. Do I need to see that div card? I might be getting enough Vol Orbs. I don't use them often. I maybe could use them more. Blueprint. Coveted Possession. That's another one I don't know that I need. Revenge's Token for that matter. Taking out the Reign of Chaos definitely helped clean it up a lot with the Currency Divination cards altar. I have forgotten about these graces. Please give me 21. There's a 9 quality Vol Grace. 20, 20, 21. Let's go. And I hit the Flicker Strike, so what else? Precision? Might as well. Let's do a test here. 96k to 98. So it gave me like 80 more flat and another 1% more evasion. And then the scale's even higher with the belt now. Ooh, a bunch of amethyst rings. That's nice. A Geomancer's Incubator. An annulment off a boat. About halfway to level 97. I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. Tomorrow we'll have the PoE 2 0.2 announcement. So that'll take up most of the video probably. So another day to chill and grind on this because it's a lot of fun. Very happy I got my belt. Now I just need the other things to happen, which all it could take is just finding a divine altar in one of these maps. That could be the key to the next things. That doesn't happen without grinding though. And Gravicius keeps giving me cool things, so that'll keep happening as well. But we'll see what happens next time. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.